Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Annie Z with What If Naruto was Frieza's Reincarnation Part 6, aka the final part. So last time we saw Naruto take on the tuning exams solo. We then saw Naruto humiliate Kiba, Inuzuka. Then we saw Naruto beat Mito and Sasuke before a giant explosion was heard. So let's get started. What is the meaning of this? How dare you attack us, the Great Leaf Village? Hiruzen says. Oh. So Hiruzen, how do you like my new army? But don't worry, we are just here to take over this planet. I've gone bored of being your lackey. Now it's time for me to add your planet into my collection of planets, Naruto says. Naruto, how can you? You're meant to be an Elementian. How could you side with these aliens? Hiruzen says. It's simple really, old man. I'm not siding with them. I rule them. Let me tell you something. There was once this family of aliens called the Cold Family. They were so powerful, they had no rivals. They conquered worlds, exterminated races. Due to circumstances, I was the reincarnation of the youngest but strongest child with the most potential, and his name was Lord Frieza, aka my past life. So you really are a monster, a villager shouted. Naruto was gonna respond until he felt an angry high power level next to him. How dare you disrespect my husband like that, you inferior life form. You should kneel down and be praised and be prideful that you are in his presence, like the insects you are, Yaku says, scaring them all. So Dope, you found a woman. I'll take her for myself. You're just a deep Memma says as he felt a pain in between his legs, only to see Naruto's tail had penetrated his manhood, destroying it. You lowly, hairless ape, how dare you suggest such a thing? My empress would never be touched by your disgusting hands, Naruto says. Memma, how dare you hit him? Naruto, Mito says before she felt a slap as she was sent flying to the Akatsuki as Naruto, using his tail, threw Memma towards them. Hiruzen charges at Naruto, only to be blocked by Ginyu. If you want to fight Lord Naruto, then you'll have to get through me first, Ginyu says. This monkey will never get through you. And also, Hokage, did you forget how I effortlessly destroyed you and your best? Says Naruto as he watches Hiruzen struggle against Ginyu, who wasn't even trying. Naruto then dodges a strike coming at him as he looks to see it was Jiraiya, appearing in front of him, replacing himself with a kunai. So monkey, you stole my father's technique. Well, let me see how strong you really are. Akatsuki, Frieza Force, Naruto Ambu Force, attack! Naruto says as the armies charged at the village. Well, Snardy, I believe it will be best that if you teamed up with Orochimaru. Naruto says, yes, Tsunade, I believe it is best that we team up against this alien threat. Orochimaru says, what, not interested in his body? Tsunade says, I will be. His power and ability comes from reincarnation, not his body, so getting his body will be useless. However, once we beat him, you have to give me his body so I can run tests and see if I can duplicate that power. Orochimaru says, fine, Tsunade says. Naruto is currently dodging Jiraiya's attacks, making him grow bored as he aimed a blast. Jiraiya just barely dodged it. Jiraiya then summoned toads as his eyes turned into fog eyes. What are you doing? Becoming more of a lowly animal? Are you seriously becoming a toad to fight me? You lower life forms disgust me. Your way of getting power is so disgusting. First of all, you see your innocent fox inside of yourself, and then you would become a toad? Naruto says as he feels Jiraiya about to attack him. He dodges it, but then he felt as if the attack happened on him, but he never felt any from the attack because he was Lord Frieza and there was no way Sage Mode was even going to hurt him. Tell me, Toy Boy, I dodged that attack and I still felt that love tap. How did you do it? Naruto says. How could you not feel a thing? This is a toad taijutsu. You truly are a monster, aren't you? Jiraiya says. I'm not a monster, Jiraiya. I'm the emperor of this universe, the emperor of evil. Look at my army as they attack your pathetic backwater planet. Let me tell you something. The elemental nations have made me bored. So much work and no more time with my Yarako-chan, my empress. So I've just come to take over, so I can spend time with my empress. Like I have with countless many worlds, I've enslaved those bugs, and I will enslave the bugs that walk this planet as well, Naruto says. I won't let you ruin the prophecy. I have one thing to do, Jiraiya says, as he thought about his students, the Hokage's kids next to him, Naruto's brother and sister. Now listen well, my students. Work hard, train hard, eat well, and sleep plenty. That is the Toad style. We must master the art of peace in addition to war. The Toad style will always be with you. This is my final stand. Jiraiya says as he goes through a lot of hand signs. Death Reaper seal, Jiraiya says, as the Shinigami appears. Jiraiya makes it attack Naruto. Oh. You think this fake and pathetic god can attack me and hurt me, the Lord Frieza? Naruto says, you're done for, demon. Lord Jiraiya's sacrifice will not be in vain. Mito says, well then, it's time for me to show this world a glimpse of my power. Naruto thought, angry that such a bitch would talk to him that way, as a purple aura formed around Naruto as it turned golden. The world starts to shake as the village's floors start to have cracks in it. Lava starts to spill out of the cracks as everyone apart from Yaku is sent flying. Many civilians die. Tsunamis start to form and hit the village as thunder strike the land. The Shinigami's hand is then destroyed as Naruto's skin turns gold. His horns get shorter. His tail turns golden. Then walked a golden skinned man as he looked at the Shinigami with disgust. You dare exert myself to put effort into a fight? I will teach you a lesson. Behold, golden Naruto. Naruto says, monster, demon, we can't beat him. He's too powerful, was what was heard. The Shinigami charged at Naruto, but as soon as it touched Naruto, just the aura alone made it dissipate just by touching Naruto. Is that all you can do? You claim yourself a god, but you can't even touch me. Immortal, are you joking? Beerus would be embarrassed. In fact, even those monkeys, Goku and Vegeta, mortals that were able to achieve god power, would be embarrassed to share the title of god with you, Naruto says as he charged the death ball and destroyed the remainder of the Shinigami. How did you survive it? Jiraiya said as his final words as he fell to the ground dead. Jiraiya, no, Snarly says, charging at Naruto in anger only for Naruto's tail to pierce her heart out. Pathetic scum, you dare try to touch me? A gold amongst you pieces of dirt, Naruto says. Jiraiya-kun, Snarly-chan, how dare you? I guess the village was right about you, Naruto. I should have killed you. I thought you could be redeemed, but there's no redemption for a monster like you, Hiruzen says as he charges at Naruto, getting past at Ginyu because Naruto gave Ginyu the order to let him pass. Naruto grabbed the third by his neck, using his tail, and fired several death beams, making him scream out of pain. He could not use his arms or legs anymore, as he punched the third over and over before aiming a death beam at his heart, killing the third once and for all, as Naruto flew up and got everybody's attention. With his tail, he showed the dead body of Hiruzen Sabatobi. Dry snarly. It's over, you monkeys. Your strongest are now dead. Now it's time for me to give my empress her gift. Ginyu, now, Naruto says as he appeared behind Memma and Mito, knocking them out, as he told the Akatsuki to do the ritual. The Akatsuki then did the ritual, as the Ginyu Force provided power to remove Kurama, which was instant since the Ginyu Force was so much more stronger than the Otsutsuki. Obito then stole Nagata's eyes and revived Madara. Madara became the Jinchuriki and absorbed the divine tree, as Zetsu stabbed him and Kage took over. Mother, Yaku says as she ran to her mother and hugged her, as Naruto smiled and came down towards the two girls. So you are my mother-in-law, quite the beauty. I'm Naruto Cold, the emperor of this universe, son of King Cold, the king of this universe. You're the son of King Cold? Excuse my disrespect, Kaguya says as she kneeled before him, shocking everyone, as the mere chakra felt from this woman could destroy the entire Shinobi Alliance without even trying. And this woman was bowing down to Naruto Uzumaki. No need to kneel, mother-in-law. You are related to me, so stand up. Now I think it's time for you to take back your chakra from these clowns. These hairless apes don't deserve your gift. In fact, it wasn't a gift, it was stolen from you. Those half-breed scum that you created gave it to them. Naruto says, you shall not take away the chakra from humans, a voice says as two figures come. When Kage saw them, she scowled. Hagoromo, Hamura, how dare you show yourself after you attacked me, your own mother? All because you wanted power, you sealed me away. For what, these inferior humans? I guess you two were failures. Only Yarko, who is pure-blooded, isn't a failure. Look, she's getting married to the heir of this universe. Kage says, we will protect our race. If we are half-human, mother, you can stand by us, mother. Stand by us, sister. Actually, wait, no, sister. You've been corrupted too far. You're disgusting. We don't need you. Mother, we need you to help us destroy your son-in-law and your daughter, Hagoromo says. Brother, why would you say such a thing? Yaku says, shut it, sister. You married evil itself. How dare you call me brother, Hagoromo says. As Yaku started to cry, Naruto got angry. Never, you two sealed me away. Left me to rot. All for humans. Yaku and Naruto saved me, Kaguya says. as she was about to rush at the two with anger, intending to kill them, but Naruto stopped. Don't worry, mother-in-law. Don't worry, mother-in-law. I will avenge them. I need you to stop. I will break these guys because they made my Yaku cry. Naruto says, they sealed you away, making everyone believe that you betrayed your clan when you didn't. They took their hatred out on my Yaku-chan, and anybody who hurts my Yaku-chan, my love, shall die. And those who make my Yaku-chan cry in front of me shall suffer. Naruto says as his anger exploded. The entire elemental nation trembled before his power. Naruto flashed in front of Hagoromo as Hagoromo put his hand out, but Naruto punched it. Hagoromo then said stop as Naruto stopped to see what Hagoromo could do, before dust formed around them and out came the first, second, third and fourth Hokage. I'm not the only one Shinigami sent. After having his body destroyed, he gathered the best of the best from our world and restored them in order to stop you. You were never supposed to be reincarnated Emperor of Evil. Those Dragon Balls, those use are unethical, and now we shall seal your way with a special seal we've created, as they ordered the hand sign. 6 paths Hokage style, 6-point seal, they said, as Naruto felt something pulling him to the ground. He was then chained to the ground. He tried to move, but he couldn't. You see, demon, you monster, you have been defeated by human potential. Now, to seal my mother and my sister away, that demon Yaku, that demon lover Yaku, that evil bitch Yaku must pay, Hagoromo says, as the knees started to cheer, as well as the Akatsuki, because these idiots had tricked them. The Ginyu Force and the Frieza army rushed towards the Kages and the Osusuki brothers, but were stopped when they felt a power of rage emanating from Naruto. You filthy monkeys! Not only do you treat me, Lord Frieza, as a chained animal, but first of all you insult my empress, and then you also say you will treat her like a caged animal, chain her up. You will now feel the wrath of Lord Frieza, Naruto says, as the elemental nation, no, the entire universe started to shake. Naruto's horns grew as his body turned into diamond blue color. The elemental nation started to crack open as wind started to blow, killing every civilian as the pressure was too much. With a roar, Naruto has transformed. The world shook with every step he took. You see, the power you hold is nothing compared to me. I've long since surpassed Lord Beerus and any god. I dare say that my power would rival that of an angel known as Whis. I have trained for 7 years straight, and now I am unstoppable, Naruto says as he forms a death ball and shoots it at the Sage of 6 Paths, Hamura and the Kages, destroying them. Now do it, mother-in-law, Naruto says as Kage took back all the chakra and turned into a chakra fruit as an offering to the Osusukis. Naruto was then attacked by an angry Obito, but before Obito could attack, he was pierced by a death beam, killing him. Even though you helped me free my mother-in-law, trying to attack this world's emperor, no, this universe's emperor, will not be excused. Now go, my army, go to this village and all the other villages in this world and subjugate them. Show them their places. I think I'll keep these bugs around as entertainment, Naruto says. Naruto-kun, we did it, Yaku says as she kissed him, as they both hugged. Yes, my empress, we did. Now this world and every world shall belong to us, Naruto says. No, it doesn't, the civilian council woman Harano says, as Naruto shot all of them with the death beam before the Frieza forces began to beat the villagers black and blue until they accepted Naruto. Time skip a few years. Naruto was in a dungeon with the rookies chained up, as many alien males were using the females for pleasure. Naruto then beat down the males as well as some females he hated, especially Sakura, as he had some soldiers heal them before he beat them again. Oh, this is what was the fate that was waiting for you when you decided to go against the Lord of this universe and treat me like trash. You are trash, you are nothing, Naruto says as he finished the beating of the day, as he made them repeat, we are trash over and over again. My lord, Naruto, Lady Naruto have returned home from visiting King Cold, Zarbon says as Naruto instantly grew happy and went upstairs quickly as he went out of the dungeon, as he saw a little Osusuki girl with blonde hair and frieza features like horns and tails. Papa, she says as she hugged him and Naruto picked her up. How is my future ruler of this universe doing, Naruto says, as he was amazed at her potential. Her chakra and ki potential was so much. She outranked him in ki potential. In fact, it only took her 2 years of training to get to the level of power he had currently. She was a monster, and there was no doubt about it. She would be the successor, the ruler of this universe. Papa, I got some gifts from Grandpa. Grandpa Cold gave me a scouter today, and he also took me to take over my first planet. It was so fun. And Uncle Cooler let me beat some of his unruly soldiers. They were called Raspberry, Naruto said with pride, as Naruto smiled. That's my girl, Naruto says. That's my girl, Naruto says as Yaku came and hugged the little princess. But guys, that's all for this series. Peace.